Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it, especially my new viewers and new subscribers. Your kindness, your generosity, your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing, and I'll never take that for granted. I'm a 57-year-old American who grew tired of the rat race over in America and decided, you know what, I'm going to pack it all up in search of a new life in the Philippines. Well, I found that new life, and I want to share with you my boots on the ground experiences the only way I know how, and that's by giving you the nitty gritty. That's just exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not going to start today. The subject of my vlog today is Filipinas and the greatest advantage they have over foreign men. See, every now and then I have to do a video like this because remember guys, 95% of my viewers are men. 100% of you are interested in coming over here to see a woman, and another 95% of you are going to meet her online. So I have to speak to my base, you know, I have to give you the nitty gritty, man, when it comes to meeting women over here and you know, the tricks that they have up their sleeve. But this isn't really about tricks. But before I get started, you know, I want to send my condolences to the family of the Norwegian national who was found shot to death in his home in Naval Bilaran about a week ago. And, you know, it's sad, you know, but I did a video, you know, I said when Filipinas kill. I don't know if that's the situation, but, you know, according to the newspaper, it's 10 o'clock at night. He's in the house, the wife, the child, the parents. They're doing some investigating now, and it's in the province. See, you know, a lot of guys, a lot of my viewers, they want to move to that province, you know, and I always suggest to them, say, hey, get your feet wet in the city first. You know, I've never lived in the province. I have no, what's the word? And I will not live in the province, okay, permanently, because in my opinion, we're sitting ducks there. And, you know, a lot of the murders that happen over here to foreigners, you know, it always happens in the province for some reason. You know, every now and then, you know, somebody gets shot on the street in Manila or Cebu, but most of the time, it's in one of them provinces. And also, I want to say this, a guy asked me, he said, one of my subscribers, I know he's a young guy because he emails me, he starts out SSS, he calls me. You know, I know these are young guys because, you know, this is that Facebook etiquette. Instead of, you know, writing out Sunshine Shoulders, he writes SSS. He says, hey, I watched a video the other day about 10 things to never do in the Philippines. He said, I want to make a good impression when I come over there. I don't want to offend anybody. He says there's some things that I don't want to do over there that may offend somebody. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 quick things before I get to my subject. The first one is, don't ever use the word fat over here to describe somebody. All right, it's going to be a lot of hurt feelings. It's never going to end well. That's an American word, and let's reserve that, you know, when we're talking to Americans. Because if you tell somebody over here, you know, you say, you know, you got a fat wife, you know, he's going to get angry. He's going to get mad, you know, and hey, you know, you don't want to make him mad and angry 8,000 miles from home. But here's what you do. Instead of saying fat, get into the habit of saying chubby over here. See, it's more polite, and really men take it as, and women over here, take it as a compliment more than a put down. Even though in your mind, you know what you're saying. You know, you're saying fat, which in American language just means bigger than usual. See? So don't use that word to describe anybody over here, all right? I mean, it's real simple. The second is, there's no PDA. There's no public displays of affection in the Philippines. They don't play that. It's offensive, and you just don't do it over here. You know, here's some things you can do. You can, a peck on the lips is okay. You know, she gets off the motorcycle to go to work. You know, you leaving to go to the store and you peck on the lips or peck on the cheek. That's acceptable. Or, you know, you hold hands, all right? But here's what's not acceptable. Do not put your arm around the waist Don't do that. That's embarrassing. They don't want that. You're getting too close right there. But under no circumstances do you kiss, French kiss, or anything exotic like that. Do not let your tongue out in public over here. You won't live that down. She won't live that down. It's offensive. All right, in America, in my hometown, if you've ever been to America, you'll see it. I don't care where they are, on the bus, in line at the amusement park, man, they're kissing, they're hugging, they're rubbing all each other over each other, and we got expression there. We just tell them, hey, why don't y'all get a hotel room? But over here, it's not acceptable. But under no circumstances, don't ever let your tongue out in public. All right, and the third thing I'll say, before I move on to my subject is, eat the food that's offered to you. Under no circumstances, don't turn it down. I don't care if it's chocolate-covered balloon. I don't care if they offer you a shrimp paste sandwich. Eat it, and then deal with the consequences later. You got to realize a lot of times this food that they're offering you is the last. You're actually taking food off their table. And when you turn it down, it's an insult, it's offensive. I remember when I met my wife's family for the very first time, man, we had already eaten. I don't know what we ate, Jollibee, something, man. My stomach was so tight, it was hard, it felt like a rock. I get over there, and her mother's got this sticky rice, I forgot what to call it, I'm sorry, guys. But it's like brown, it's like brown, it's like a chocolate covered, man. And out of being nice, I said, okay, I'm gonna eat this. Plate, just a serving of, come find out it was sweet, it was dessert, man. And I tell you what, every bite was like pulling teeth. Every bite was like trying to solve the hardest calculus equation you could ever solve, man. But I made it down, and don't you know what, man? The minute I got that last bite in, don't you know she came to me with another plate of that stuff, man. And that's another story for another vlog, man. But do not turn down the food, man. Eat it and then suffer the consequences later. All right, now let's get back to what I want to talk about today. And it's really a short video, but I want to talk about the greatest advantage that Filipinas have on us when we come over here to meet them. And it's this, see, like I said, I'm a student of international or universal law. And there's something that says this: when there's nothing to lose from trying and everything to gain if successful, by all means try. When there's nothing to lose from trying and everything to gain if successful, by all means try. Yeah, see, that's working on her behalf when she's coming over here. She has absolutely nothing to lose, guys. And when you have nothing to lose, you can put it all on the line. All equals nothing. She has absolutely nothing to lose. Okay, so she deals with you and the relationship doesn't work out. All right, no big deal. She goes back to shelling peanuts for 3 pesos an hour. Okay, there's no big deal, man. But if she wins, guys, listen to me. It's like hitting the longest home run in Major League history. It's like making a 3-point basket at the buzzer to win the NCAA championship. Listen, it's like rolling 10 300 games in bowling in a row on the same day. She's hit the jackpot over and over and over, man. Okay, now look at you. Look at your situation. See, you got to flip that universal principle around. And for you, it's when there's everything to lose from trying and nothing to gain if successful, by all means, run. But I'm not going to say run. I'm going to say, well, I always say, proceed with caution. See, because you have everything to gain. You got everything on the line. It's going to determine how you act. Yeah, see, when I was in the Navy, man, I was a big-time dice player. I was a big-time gambler, man. And I used to win most of the time. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'd always go into the game with less money than the person or the people I was playing against. I didn't have nothing to lose. So what? I lost my $100. I go back to my bunk, sweat it out and wait till I get paid again. But these guys would have $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, man, and it dictated how they rolled the dice. A lot of times they short rolling because their hands is sweaty. They're nervous because they got so much on the line. It's the same thing with us. Man, I'm going to tell you something. There's 3 things you don't do over here. Number 1, you don't fall in love online. How many times I have to remind you that? Number 2, you don't propose online. And number 3, under no circumstances do you ever get married online. I'm going to touch on that a little bit because she's got more at stake than just, she's got more advantages than just having no skins in the game. She literally has nothing to lose. She's the underdog in this relationship, man. And everybody loves the underdog, and that's why underdogs sometimes pull off the big upsets. Because they're willing to take the risk. See? They don't have nothing to lose. That's the biggest advantage she got. But you, on the other hand, you got everything to lose. I'm going to tell you something else she's got to her advantage, and I'm going to get off of here. It's this. Filipinas are patient. Yeah, this system over here goes to teach them patience. You going by right today, April the 7th, 2021, you go over there to that bookstore, you buy a pencil, you're going to have to stand an hour in line to pay for the damn pencil. I don't care if somebody in front of you, they're not going to let you in front. They see you got that one pencil. It's no matter what it is. You want a marriage license over here, it takes 2 weeks. In Louisville, Kentucky, we went in, got our marriage license. I promise you it took 5 minutes because nobody else was in there. Even if it was, they got 4 or 5 people working in there. My wife couldn't believe it, how fast it was. But over here it's 2 weeks. You want a driver's license over here? Man, I tell you what, 90 days. Imagine that. When I went to get my license and I passed the permit written test, came back a week, took my test. Over here it's 90 days. Okay, they've changed it a little bit over in America because of the cell phone. See, the cell phone changed everything as far as driving over there in America. See, now I think you got to take 2 driver's tests. One regular and then one with your face in the phone. That's how much it's changed. But over here, yes, 90 days, but she has the patience, see? And she will wait you out. That's why it's to her advantage. This online dating is to her advantage. See, she knows that we, from the West, we don't have any patience because everything is like this over there. See, that's why she plays you like a drum when you get over here. And she knows you will marry her in 2 weeks. I've seen it because you don't have any patience. And she knows that. See, if you say, oh, I'm going to wait until a year, let's get to know each other, she's going to be all right with that. But she knows once she puts it on you, see, once she plugs you into her diagnostic system, yeah, see, you're not going anywhere. See, because here's what hurts us, guys, when we come over here. We've got low self-esteem. We think we're 10 times worse than what we really are. Our condition's not that bad, but we're wounded, Our engines, we think we need new engines. But Filipina says, no, you don't need a new engine. Let me give you a checkup. Like I said, she plugs you into her diagnostic system. Yeah, she pulls that diagnostic system out, plugs you in there, gives you a checkup, and says, yeah, I know what's wrong. Starts tinkering down there. Man, next thing you know, see, you back to do. See, you running on all 12 cylinders. See, and she got you. You ready to get married? She hits the home run. She hits the lottery. She rolls the 10 300 games in a row on the same day. So guys, these are advantages that she has over us. The pandemic is doing for us what we can't do for ourselves. It's saving us from ourselves. Many of y'all are coming over here and going to act a complete fool, but the pandemic says, hold on, slow down. I'm going to give you some time to rethink this. I'm going to give you some time to look at all these different blogs and videos and get some more information, see, to save yourself. Because the Filipina has the greatest advantage over you, man. She has nothing to lose, and she's patient as a saint. She will wait you out. Yeah, she'll wait you out, and she knows she's going to win in the end because you have no patience at all. So thank you for stopping by today. I really, really appreciate it. If you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. If you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs. Yeah, I said weed runs. Man, they just made it legal, I believe, in Philadelphia, from what somebody was telling me. Weed. That's why I say that. People are legitimately going out there at night buying weed. You know, are you getting off second shift and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We have the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. There's no excuse for you not to go out intentionally and find somebody to help. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID-free, and I'll see you next time. And the reason I got on this wife beater tank top shirt, and I'm not apologizing for saying that. That's what that's the name of it. I'm 57. When I was brought up in the 70s, they were wife beaters. Also, there's more ways to skin a cat. Don't get mad at that cat owners. I don't literally mean that. But one of my subscribers, AJ Eckley, man, shout out to you. He sent me like 10 of these, man. I couldn't believe it. I thought he was joking. Yeah, I've got the best subscribers on YouTube, and I'll argue with anybody about that. Stay safe, stay COVID-free, and I'll see you next time.